thank you for coming to my BBC. So according to the Pensacola News Journal, which is my local paper where I grew up, around 3:30 in the morning on August the 15th, police arrived on the scene and they found the body of my good friend Travis Hurd. And it looks like it was a hit and run. A couple of days later, they found the person who did it. I don't know how they found it, but they did. And he was probably riding home from work because he was a bartender. And we lost touch after college, but I have many fond memories of Travis. Yeah, we went to Bahamas together. We were delivering bikes to people on the island, and his mom was the director of the youth group. So, like it or not, he was joining us for everything. But I think he did like it. He seemed like a really happy person. He was younger than me, but I looked up to him because he was charming and handsome and really friendly and kind and funny, and he just made everyone feel really happy when they were around him. So I really enjoyed being around him. And so lately, I've been thinking a lot about death. And like Venerable Kadro said last night in our beautiful ceremony, that we think about death not in a morbid way, not in a way to make us feel depressed or sad, but it invigorates our practice. And thinking about death has really helped me a lot. I think about the fragility of life. Right now, it seems like I'm not going to die. I was alive yesterday, I'm alive now. Last month, the decade before, I was alive. There doesn't seem any reason why I would die, but there's so many reasons I could die. In one sense, the body seems really strong. I can do all these cool things with it and pick up things and put things down. And in another way, it's so fragile. The tiniest little thing happens and you're dead. You get something tiny in your throat and you can't breathe and you die. Or you get a blood clot in a bad place and you die. It happens all the time. Nurses die, patients die, doctors die, young people die, old people die, every single day. So I think it's helpful for us to think about this so we can take advantage of our life while we still have it. This has been really helpful for me. Some of you know my grouse story. Yeah, I have a grouse story, it's true. I was sitting right there on that deck, sitting on that bench over there, and out of the blue, it happened like that, less than a split second. And this grouse comes streaming out of the sky, hits that window right there at Mach speed, hits me in the chest, and falls and dies right in front of me on the deck. And I was just sitting there in shock, all alone. Nobody saw it except for me. And it took me a while to get my senses back, but the only thing I could think was, what does this mean? It has to mean something. Of course, inherently, intrinsically, it doesn't mean anything, but I could give meaning to it in order to make some sense of what just happened, because it was so crazy. And the only thing I could come up with was, life is so incredibly fragile. I had this moment right now. I might not have the next moment. I don't know what's going to happen next, my next breath or my next life. So I really want to take this opportunity, this great challenge called life, to do something meaningful. And I see so many great role models in this room right now who inspire me and encourage me to make my life meaningful. I want to follow their example and really take advantage of this life and be able to help people while I can. Like Venerable Jigme says, when we have afflictions, we can think, if I'm going to die right now, do I want to die with this affliction? No way. That's a really good antidote for when anger arises or craving and desire. I just think, if I die right now, I do not want to die with this mind. That's not going to help me at all. I really want to die with a joyful, happy mind. So I try to cultivate the example of people around me in this great monastery and cultivate this joyful mind that kind of with this ripple effect is able to help other people. So before I met the Dharma, before I came to Buddhism, I tried to take advantage of my life by indulging in as many sense pleasures as possible. And this is encapsulated in the saying, carpe diem, seize the day. So for me before, that would mean drink as much as I can, have as much fun, and indulge in as many sensual pleasures as I can. So when I close my eyes at night or pass out, I think, wow, I really seized that day. And that's what I did for many years. That's what I would be doing right now if I never met Buddhism. But luckily I did. And so now I'm able to seize the day, every single day, every moment, because of these teachings, because of great role models around me, and because of the Buddha came into this world and taught us. And I feel so grateful that he did, and we still have these teachings. So we can seize the day. We can make the most of this moment and this day and this year, doing something meaningful, benefiting other beings. And so I want to encourage other people to do the same.